Hi, you back with Fat Lady Chats again, and I want to talk with you about an Asian movie that kind of really touched my heart. I think I watched it for a good maybe a week and a half. The name of it was My Mister. Um, it's really about a young lady who has had a kind of checker pass in her life, which has not been very good at all. Her parents died at an early age, and her grandmother had to raise her. But she kind of fall in love with, not in a physical sense, but has a crush. I say a crush on an older guy that is her superior, as far as like her boss at work, but she learns how to love herself and to be a better person through him. So it is really a good movie. I kind of want to talk about it because it had my mind going a little bit. We all have probably at least once in our life been cheated on. And this guy was a straightforward guy. He went to work, he came home, he called his wife every day when he got off work. Do you need anything at the store? Before I get there, do you he even sometimes would bring food home if she hadn't cooked, and she was a lawyer. But anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about it. She actually cheated on him, and he was a good guy. Everybody knew around town. He wasn't no kind of guy that would fool around with anyone. I mean, he was a straightforward guy, and he did not wear his emotion on his sleeves. In other words, he wasn't an emotional man. If you ever watched, I forgot the name of that movie, but he just was a very conservative guy, but he was a good man. But anyway, he didn't have no idea that she was cheating on him, I say about a year, with actually his boss. And his thing was, when he found out, he really didn't want her to know that he knew. And when he found out that she knew, and then she finally confronted and said she was sorry. Of course, it's an Asian movie. She was down on her knees, saying how sorry she was. But what touched me was the things that he said. It hit me real hard because that what he said was so true. And what I'm gonna do, I am gonna play the part that what he said. If you can look very carefully in writing, because it is in Korean, so 왜 그랬냐고 왜? 너 지석이 엄마잖아. 애 엄마잖아. 너 그 새끼랑 바람핀 순간 너 나한테 사망 선고 내린 거야. 박동원, 넌 이런 대접 받아도 싼 인간이라고. 가치 없는 인간이라고. 그냥 죽어버리라고. 이 넓은 세상에 혼자인 것처럼. I don't know exactly if you got a chance to see what he was saying. He actually was saying that by you cheating on me, you have made a death sentence for me. And he also said, by you cheating on me, it's like you made me worthless. Like I supposed to be cheated on. So I don't know if I got a chance to really show that part. I don't know if that part was hidden or what, but just what he said, us Americans, we get emotional about stuff like that, but we don't think on those lines. But he's right. When someone cheat on you, it's like saying you are worthless. 너 왜 그랬어? 너 왜 그랬니? 왜 그랬냐고 왜?
지석이 엄마잖아. 애 엄마잖아. 너 그 새끼랑 바람핀 순간 너 나한테 사망 선고 내린 거야. 박동원, 넌 이런 대접 받아도 싼 인간이라고. 가치 없는 인간이라고. 그냥 죽어버리라고. 이 넓은 세상에 혼자인 것처럼.
So it made him feel worthless, and his death sentence were that he want to kill his boss, Ashley. And matter of fact, he did tell him, "I'm gonna kill you." This is a woman that he had been married to for 20 years. This is an emotionless man. He has two brothers. It's a good movie. They totally different. They cry. They show their emotion 24/7. But he does not. He reminds me a lot of myself. If you count my half siblings, that I have, I'm the middle child. He was the middle kid. And I am the type of person that emotion, if somebody passed or something like that that's really close to me, it might not hit me until the day of the funeral. My emotions kind of like off a little bit on that. And my emotions had to build up. So I guess I put myself in that place. If I cry, it takes a whole lot. I mean, I'm there. I'm really at that point where I am just really exhausted emotionally for me to actually break down and cry like that. So I understood. Now his siblings are totally opposite. So when he did not share his feelings, they actually cried like that was their wife. But of course, I guess Koreans are very close knit family, and we have a lot of in black community. We close in our families too. Some of us, and white too. So if you're in a close knit family, everybody who you marry, they married to that person too. They see them as a sibling. So I remember when I watched the movie and I actually seen when the brother just happened to ask the wife, what happened to y'all doing right here? He had already seen his brother hand all busted. But his brother he don't like to worry nobody. He made up a lie. So he said, what happened to the door? And she said, well, she made up something. He hid it. I think she did say that, made a mistake and hid it, her husband. But why would he do that? The brother said, only way he'd do that if you were cheating or something. She got real quiet. She didn't never deny it. He about broke down then, the younger brother. Because they know how the older brother was. He wasn't older, the middle brother was. He wasn't even the oldest. He was the middle. But they knew how he was and how he did things. So by him not crying, they cried for him. It is such a good movie. But what got me the most was when he said, by you cheating on me, you have laid out a death sentence for me. And by you cheating on me, you have made me worthless. And like I'm nothing. Like I'll deserve to be cheated on. The name of this movie, Asian movie, is My Mister. It was brought out in 2018. So it's the same man that is in Eternal Love. Also, I noticed that. But he's a little older, But it is really a good movie. It's a movie for you to watch. It's kind of deep. It make you think on a lot of things. And no matter what his wife had done, he still did not cheat. He didn't do none of that. And he still asked her if she needs something. He still went home. He was hurt though, but he still went home. But towards the end, I think he told his mom that she left for 2 weeks to look for a school, but I think they kind of separated. But you have to see it. It's a really good movie. I had to talk with you all a little bit about that. So I'm back on my Asian kicks because that's my passion. I do love movies. And I especially love. I learn a lot from that culture and what's going on in the foods and stuff. I like eating it as well. My first time eating at a real Korean restaurant was on what day? That was Thursday, and me and my recruiter Jennifer Fair, we've been wanting to go there, but I wasn't able to get the full effect. You have to actually sit down and get the full effect where they cook the food, right? Where they don't cook the food, where they put it out there. You actually have to flip it and all that other stuff and get the full effect of it. I kind of want to take my husband first. Me and him would go and try to do that. I think he might enjoy it. He like trying new stuff as well. So sometimes you get tired of the same types of food, and it was so good. When I brought it in, it only cost like, it was $10.99, I think, and Jennifer couldn't stop eating. The meat was so sweet, and it was so good. It was a different taste, and they only give you just enough. It ain't like Chinese food or Japanese food. They give you just enough. You don't have no extra. So, and that's a good thing in a way, you know. That's really good. So they give you just enough for that serving, but it's a little bit, to me, I think it's a little bit more, might be a little bit more expensive than Japanese food that they cook right there in your face. But the lunch special is pretty normal. But when you sit there for dinner, it might range around about the same amount. But it's called Miss Gogi. It's inside Ushimi. Right there on Jonesboro Road in McDonough. The Korean restaurant is right there inside the Japanese restaurant as well. You have to let them know which one you want to go. But my thing is now, I think I prefer to go to the Korean restaurant. They got a little bit more variety, and plus we already know how Japanese with the rice and the vegetables. But Korean food is a little bit different. They cook their food different than the Japanese and the Chinese. So it tastes very well. But I had to bring that to you all today. I hope you all also enjoyed the Varsity Move, what I did with my mom and my Uncle Bud. That's my favorite uncle. We had a couple of Jack Daniels together. But please subscribe to my page. It's Fat Lady Chats. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.